listening to Don't Do the Dodo. I'm Jojo. And this is LR Dodo, the last remaining dodo. Together we aim to raise awareness for the conservation of animals most at risk of extinction and to tell you a few simple things that we can all do at home to help save our planet. You may already know that there's hundreds of animals that are endangered species like the tiger or the panda, which means they have very few relatives left in the wild. But it's really important that we realise that here in the UK, on our very doorstep, there's plenty of animals that need our help. We've come to Wildwood to find out a little more about the problems they're facing and to discover what sort of projects people are working on here to help save the animals. Hello, you must be Martin.
Yes, I am.
So you did skills around Wildwood?
Yes, I am.
Could you tell us a little bit about what you're exactly working on here? What are you aiming to achieve?
Okay, well, the park is unique in the sense that it only has British or once British species. And not only are we a visitor attraction, obviously people can come around and have a look at the animals in their natural enclosures, but we're also involved with conservation and research work and also the reintroduction of species that were made extinct in the UK back into the UK landscape. Wolves were hunted into extinction in the UK. So towards the end of the 1700s, lots of people came back from the Napoleonic Wars. They had muskets, which they'd used during the war. The main landowners had moved over to sheep farming and wolves were attacking the flocks. So they actually put a bounty on the head of every wolf, and people used to sort of add to their income by killing wolves. And within 50 years, they'd wiped out all wolves in the UK. It is hoped that over the next few years that we may be allowed to get licences to actually release them, because wolves actually control populations of other animals like deer, foxes, all these types of animals, which at the moment we do have problems with. What we could do is let nature do the job for us. These are the closest we've got to tarpans, which were the original wild horse. They're quite distinctive. They were made extinct probably just after the last ice age or thereabouts. They were in Europe, and in fact all modern horses are descended from the tarpan, and the last tarpan actually died in a Russian zoo during the 1800s, and they actually create wetland areas, and so they actually manage the land for us naturally. These are wild boar, and they were made extinct in the UK due to hunting back in the medieval period. So they're no longer in the UK. There are small populations which have escaped from wild boar farms, and what we're hoping to do is have them reintroduced back into the UK because they have a very distinct relationship with oak trees and oak forests, because they love acorns, and what they do is they snuffle around in the dirt and they actually stamp down the acorns into the ground, and then they germinate and produce oak trees.
Dodo is feeling happy that people are helping his endangered friends, and he's really excited about all the good things that people are doing in the UK. And he'd like to do his bit by giving Wildwood a cheque to say thank you for all their hard work.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dodo. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please write in and let us know of any conservation projects in your area, and tell us if you or your school are working on any exciting and clever ideas to help save the wildlife. And who knows? Maybe you could have a visit from LR Dodo too.
Extinction stinks, and it lasts a long time.